what is the difference of working in a family-owned environment versus maybe more of a traditional corporate environment? And how has the family environment helped you to succeed with King's Hawaiian?
Sure. Yeah, it's a great question. I think both have pros. So obviously, being in a corporate environment like a PepsiCo, right, or a Nestle, for example, resources, right? You have resources that you could only dream of elsewhere. Also, just the broad ability to buy in bulk and just a lot of these cost efficiencies, right? Which is, I mean, at the end of the day, if done right, is a dream for a salesperson, right? To have all the resources in the world, dissect all the data that you could ever want is great. So I think I love my time there. I think PepsiCo really taught me how to think about things like how do you take a big complex problem and solve it using data, using insights, things like that. On the family side, family owned, private, the cool thing about that is like, at the end of the day, the decisions are made on the health of the business, right? So I think that's huge. It's funny, like even at King's, what I've seen is there's a lot of people that came from big CPG and now have settled into a place like a King's where it's a large company, but again, it's private. So I think that a lot has to be said about that, right? Being able to, at the end of the day, really own your career. And I like the ability of, I mentioned it earlier, right? Taking a good idea, making a great idea. I think what in my career, I've been in places that nurture that a lot. So for me, there's a lot of opportunities I have, right? But some of the towering strengths that I've been able to use has been the communication, the taking a narrative and bringing it and elevating it that makes sense, like telling a story, and allowing that to help us get resources and help us do things that we need to do to succeed in the business. So whereas in a PepsiCo or a Nestle, that's it's not frowned upon, but obviously understanding the levels and the hierarchy, and it's much tougher to get straight and cut through the noise, right? So I love that ability in my career working with private companies too, is that sometimes the decision makers, it's a more of a flat organization. So for people that really want to strive to tell stories and get their message across and be able to kind of move a business forward, I think that's really been helpful.